Hey, how's it going? My name's Nic Sacca with Millennial Public Adjusting. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to document a proper repair attempt video specifically for insurance work, something that I think is really imperative for the roofing industry. Let's get started. The essential items that you're going to be using for this repair video are going to be 3 different colors of chalk, a good hammer, and then the industry standard roof snake. We're not gonna do a product review though. But we're gonna be performing everything on our brand new simulated roof slope. Okay, so right now we have a damaged shingle here. What we're going to do is first take photos of everything. Before you even mark the roof, before you do anything with the repair, everyone should know that you're going to take overviews of the area first, do a full roof inspection. We have a video for that later. This is going to be essentially the tab that we found that was damaged. What we're going to do is try to find the rest of the shingle. So how we do that is for that tab, we're going to go to the left, unseal the shingle above it, look under to see if there is that break where that shingle ends. That one doesn't. Then we're going to go to the right, see if it breaks there. Now we know this is a middle shingle. So no matter what, there should be a break right here. And here you look under and boom, there it is. That's the end of the shingle. So what we're going to do is we're going to now mark that shingle just like so. That is the original OG. That is the damaged shingle. So what we're going to do now is, because we're going to be manipulating other shingles in order to pull out all of these nails that are under here, we're going to mark every shingle that's going to be affected. So very first one, we already know this shingle up here, this first row is going to be affected. So the exact same thing, go from this one to this. Up here, you look under to the left, nothing there. Look under the right, nothing there. This is that middle shingle. So we know that it's gonna be under here. Boom, there's that line again. Okay. So what we're gonna do is choose a different color. I'm gonna go with blue to mark this shingle, and we know that's gonna be over here. Go all the way across. Again, whenever you're marking these shingles, be very careful, be intentional with your marking as well. You know, as you can see, I'm not gonna be marking on this area that could potentially crease, right? So we know that we have this shingle out. That means this next shingle that we're gonna mark is gonna be right here. As you can see, under this, you could potentially experience certain things like mat transfer or anything like that. So even if it's just the corner, mark it. Do that as well. That goes all the way to the end of our little simulated roof. Now, as we all know, the shingle is not only nailed in this one spot, it's also nailed up here when this one's being nailed in. This shingle is about as big as this whole entire section right here. So we have to go up one more row and figure out where this is. So how do we do that? The exact same way. You want to just keep following the same methodology that you've been going with the entire time here. We found another end right there. So boom, I'm gonna mark this one. It's a 3 tab, so we go over 3, come back over. As you can see, I'm being very careful not to get it up under this right here. We know that this shingle now has that corner because this is going to affect this corner. So that goes all the way across like so. And because this one's gonna be affected, we're gonna just make a safety mark for this one just in case. So there's that. Now, using a roof snake, what happens is it tends to, especially if you're on an older roof, it tends to leave impact marks below. So we're gonna get to that in a little bit. But any shingle that has to get lifted up in any sort of way, anything that gets, you know, some sort of just, I mean, right here, you're lifting it up, this one's gonna be affected, right? So we just go like this one's gonna be affected right here. So all the side ones, always gonna be affected as well. So what do we have here? How many shingles do we actually have? Bloop. look around and make numbers. Count them. How many shingles do we have? We'll start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shingles on that side that could potentially have damage. Then we have over here 6, 7, and 8. A general rule of thumb is that at any given roof, you might have 6 to 8 shingles that could potentially experience damage, no matter what. So now that we've marked everything out, what we would typically do is take photos of everything and get the overviews of everything. You know, anytime you do a video, you should have a photo report to back up that video as well. So we do that, and now we can start the process of getting this shingle out. So again, we're using the roof snake. We're going to we've already unsealed everything that needs to be unsealed, correct? So what we're gonna do is find that nail right there, go under the shingle, lift this up a little bit so you can see it, and you're just gonna try to be as careful as possible. You want to just not try to cause any tears or anything like that. You wanna just slowly get this thing and start prying it up. You don't wanna come through and you know, tear everything up. Obviously, the insurance company is going to want you to be as careful as possible. You also want to be as careful as possible to just not, you know, not seem kind of like you're being a jerk, but expect there to be some tearing with these nails. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's okay. Because everything we do here is going to be documented. Anything that happens, you just go ahead and pull these nails out. We know that there's going to be 4. Oh, and that one ripped. Would you look at that? Okay, so what happens? Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get these nails out. Come on. Boom. So that's the first 4. So as you can see, you've watched how we had to basically lift these shingles up. Now we got to go again above this one. We know there's going to be a nail here or right around here. There it is. We want to get this bad boy out right here. Then this one. Push that down, out. There. 4. And then this last one is on shingle number 3. Left hand, because I can do that terribly. So number 3 has experienced damage. So we now pull this nail out. This should slide on out. Another pro tip is when you pull that shingle off, go ahead and document exactly what you see. Most of the time, depending on the age of the shingle, you will see along this nail strip, this glue strip, where all these nails are, you'll see mat transfer. Again, later video. On this flip side, you'll see mat transfer on the bottoms here. Again, later video. What we're trying to do is show that this shingle is damaged, and now we get close-ups of everything else around it. Again, where did we damage this shingle? Number 3 ripped right here. We want to point that out to the insurance company. Hey, this was damaged. Looking under to make sure there's felt, making sure everything's good. Looking under here, you're like, oh, this one's a little ripped or whatnot. You're just documenting any damage. If there's mat transfer here, document all of that damage as well. Then you're going to take photos again for your report. I'm gonna go get a new shingle. Now I've got a new shingle. Most insurance companies will want you to actually do the repair. Don't do any of this simulated crap that you see all the time. Simulated is nothing. It's not, sure, you're demonstrating something, but you're not doing the thing that's gonna get this thing approved. It's a weird way to say that, but you understand. We're gonna go ahead and slide this shingle up, put this back in place. If you are a roofer and you don't know how to do this,
you stupid,
then I'm gonna have a bone to pick with you. But we're gonna use this roof snake now to apply these shingles. Again, insurance companies love seeing that you take good care. This can help you do that. Now, we're just gonna apply these shingles back to the nail line, just like so. Whew. All right, so now that we have all these all kind of messed up, what we're gonna do is go back and draw these back out. Pretty it up for yourself, you know? Make it easier for this report, make it easier for that adjuster to actually understand what you're trying to do here. So make this look a little bit better. All right, redraw the numbers if need be. 5, 1, 6, you can see the 8 and the 7. So we're gonna take photos, again, make that photo report nice and pretty, and then you're gonna go through with your third color. I like red, because red means damage. What we're gonna do is essentially mark out, hey, damage right here. You're gonna zoom in on that, get real close to that, show exactly what was going on. Hey, one shingle was damaged. Now we know number 3 is damaged, so we're gonna mark that shingle. Boom, damaged, right? So we've got, hypothetically, most old shingles, you'll start to see creasing at the top up here, creasing and major granule loss. So you're like, oh wow, number two and number 3 have, you know, creasing and tearing. So you're gonna mark that shingle as well. On top of that, again, when I was telling you, when you use the roof snake, you have to have it flush. You're sitting here nailing it in, and depending on the roof age, you'll see right in this box right there, you'll start to see impact marks. That's damage from the proper tools and technique. So you'll mark all of those as damage as well. Everywhere, every which way that you've nailed this shingle. And of course, there's gonna be four shingles or 4 nails per shingle. Then you're gonna look through all these other ones. Oh, you got mat transfer here. You're gonna go ahead and circle like, oh, look at this. This is mat transfer. A lot of people sit there and draw MT, anything that you know, just to reference where all this damage is. You're sitting here looking at this. Oh my gosh, that one's messed up too. And then boom, you have a full story to tell. Photos, overview of everything. Your full story is fixing one shingle has now damaged 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 5 shingles. Now that you have all of this evidence, go ahead and put all that documentation into a photo report, send the video to the insurance carrier, and I can almost guarantee if you're this thorough and concise, you'll have a much more positive outcome. Now, good luck with all of your endeavors, and if you like this type of content, please subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you later.